Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel TimeIT Investor. Today is 19th of March. So this is a pre-market analysis video guys, as you can see from the title. Okay, I wanted to cover a special topic today, okay, which I generally use to avoid the fake rally in Nifty. So it will not take much of a time, okay, and that's why I'm not creating a separate video. It will get embedded into the existing pre-market analysis report only. Okay, so it's very critical to have tools to understand whether the rally is a genuine rally or a fake rally. Okay, and how it helped me yesterday. That also I will cover. Okay, so what is ADX? Okay, this is very generic terminology for ADX. Okay, so ADX indicates the strength of trend. Okay, and a rising line shows a straight trend while a falling line suggests a weakening trend. Okay, so it's the indicator, guys. Okay, which has been which displays about the strength in the market. So strength can be for on the bullish side or can be in the bearish side. Okay, so this is being used by traders. Okay, in terms of taking a directional trade. Okay, so the full form of ADX is average directional index. Okay, and it generally comes up with another two embedded indicator, which is positive DI and negative DI. Okay, I will not focus much on that. It's a bit of advanced concept. Okay, how they use it and with how it is being used with other indicators. Okay, so just for the basic. Okay, if the threshold of ADX is below 20, we are saying market is sideways. Okay, so generally this is being used for the neutral strategy as well. If ADX is below 20, then we can go and create a short straddle. Then if it's above 25, we are having a strong trend, and if above 50, very strong trend. Okay, so this is the basic overview of ADX indicator. Now I will quickly jump to the chart. Okay, all right, over here. So if you see, this is Nifty. Okay, pardon me. So this is Nifty, and the one which I'm plotting it over here is ADX. Okay, the blue line. Okay, and green line. Okay, is positive DI, and red line is negative DI. Okay, so what we do basically, okay, we look at the trend to understand whether the trend is uh, strong or weak. Okay, so if you see this is a trend. Okay, now how will I check whether this trend is strong or weak? So if you see over here, okay, this ADX is having a sharp up move. Okay, so if I draw a line over here, so negative trend started over here, and in ADX was also increasing sharply. So this means market was an strong negative trend. Okay, so this is one example. Okay, this is one other bearish trend, and this one example of bearish strong trend. Okay, now how to avoid a false breakout? Okay, so let's take example of couple of days. Nifty chart which I'm open up over here, it's for past couple of days only. Okay, in on hourly basis. So you can see, okay, starting 16th of March, we are having a uptrend. Okay, but if you see the ADX, okay, ADX was inching towards weak zone. You can see from 50, okay, from 50 it was going towards 20. Okay, so what does that mean? So this trend, which was uptrend, okay, was a fake, fake trend. Okay, so the way I have mentioned yesterday, okay, yesterday I have already drawn the line, okay, with this support level like 55,000. 55,500 will be the 50 EMA. If it breaks above that, then trend will change. Okay, but it should be also supported by volume and it should be also supported by ADX. Okay, so that's how I identified the fake trend yesterday in Bank Nifty, okay, as well as in Nifty. Okay, so yesterday I think you अगर आपने मेरा वीडियो देखा होगा guys, okay, if you would have seen my video yesterday video, so market is exactly at the level which we have drawn as a resistance, okay, which is 23,750, okay, and here also you can see we can see the divergence over here, okay, so here trend is positive uptrend, but ADX is negative. In fact, when it started inching downward, this trend, we can see ADX is inching upward. ओके जब ये ट्रेंड पॉजिटिव है ओके और नीचे की तरफ जा रहा है यहाँ पे ओके तो उसी टाइम पे ADX हमारा ओके ऊपर की तरफ इंच हो रहा है ओके यू कैन सी दिस कर्व ओवर हियर ओके so let me be a bit clear. So this is like this and this is like this. Okay. So इसका मतलब क्या है? Okay. That negative trend is more predominant, okay, than positive trend in this scenario. Okay. So some of the traders, okay, they also couple this with volumes. You can see that volume is high and volume is decreasing. So generally, if trend is strong, okay, you will see volume increasing. Okay, but here what we saw, volume is decreasing. Okay, this means it can be a short covering, it can be a fake breakout. Okay, and this is where most of the retail investors or traders get trapped. So I was also one of the person who used to get trapped earlier. Okay, maybe I think 4 or 5 years ago, but I did my self study, then I understood the market, and this is one of the critical factor. Okay, how to avoid the fake breakout. Okay, so I think just I will just take a pause, guys. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, I will keep bringing this critical videos at critical point of market juncture because जब तक के वो particular scenario market में आता नहीं है, okay, हम कितना भी नॉलेज देते हैं ओके यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड द ग्रेविटी और द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ दैट tool or indicator or knowledge okay unless we are actually foreseeing that or experiencing that market scenario live in the market. All right, okay, so that's it today on the ADX side. If you have any question please do post in the comment. आपके पास कुछ question होंगे तो आप comment में डाल सकते हो or you can email me. Okay, all right, so let's move ahead with the market. So yes, if you see based upon the pre-checklist, so Dow Jones has fallen negative because the rate cut didn't happen. Okay, because I think war also escalated. US and Israel, I think they bombed the oil infrastructure of Iran. So in retaliation, I think Iran has threatened to also bomb the oil infrastructure. So due to which you can see that Brent oil has increased by 3.81%. Okay, crude WTI is not having much of impact. So guys, this crude WTI is a Texas crude oil, which is in US. So nobody's bombing that. Okay, so Brent oil is something which is getting impacted. Okay, so I think good thing which I can see that gold is inching lower. Okay, अगर थोड़ा और गिरता है then I will purchase the gold for the hedging purpose. And gift nifty today morning if you see was around 23,344. Okay, so I'm not expecting much of a good opening because yesterday we closed around 23,750, correct. So this is the impact of our increase in crude oil prices. Okay, and USD INR is almost around 93. Okay, ICICI Bank ADR minus 3%, then SFC Bank ADR minus 7.28%, Infosys ADR minus 2.12%. Okay, I am surprised why SFC Bank ADR is minus 7%. I understood that one of the chairman or I think director there he resigned citing the ethics issue. Okay, but that should not be having so much impact upon the HDFC Bank. Okay, but who knows, guys? I think everything there might be any news which we might not be aware of. Okay, so I think we need to check. Okay, so yesterday I think market was positive. Okay, of course, fake rally, and Geo Financial was top gainer due to the IPO news which we had. Then Eternal, Tech Mahindra, Infosys, M&M, these were the top gainers. On the loser side, if you see, okay, I'm quite worried about this HUL part. Okay, so I can see HUL consistently coming into the loser side, including all the consumer companies, for example, Tata Consumer, ITC. So in this existing scenario, at least consumer market should hold. Okay, that is a safe bet. But I am frequently seeing that at the lower side of our market. Okay, so I think we need to do a thorough analysis which sector to pick during this scenario because crude oil can touch $120. Okay, and my fear is that if it remains above 100 for more than a quarter, then I think it will be having heavy impact on our Indian market as well as on our economy. Okay, all right, let's move ahead. So I think Nifty 50 part we already covered. Okay, so this was a level which I was expecting acting as a resistance, and exactly from this level it has taken U-turn. Okay, so next target I think I'm expecting 23,200. Okay, and the next one will be 22,800. Okay, so I will see if this ADX inches above. Okay, then we can see that it will be easy for market to fall down to around 22,800. Okay, so I think Bank Nifty also we have covered. Okay, so I think my target was 55,500, so that didn't hit in terms of stop loss. All right, so open interest. So open interest, I think there is nothing much to discuss. We are still at 1.06 PCR. Okay, you can see over here, and the major resistance at around 24,000. Okay, and major support is around 23,500. So for today's session, if 23,500 breaks, okay, then we can further go downside to 23,200. Okay, all right. So moving ahead, FI data. So nothing new over here, guys. FIs are still selling and DIs are kept buying. All right. So my position, open position. So yesterday my position was around 3,800 negative, and I already mentioned if Nifty hit 23,750, okay, 1 hour candle close above this level, then I will take it as a stop loss and I will exit. But like I mentioned, I also check the trend in terms of ADX, in terms of volume, in terms of moving averages. Okay, and on the chart, ADX didn't satisfy my condition, volume didn't satisfy my condition, only moving average satisfied my condition. That trend has reversed. Okay, so another point, if you see, my loss was around 3,218. Okay, which is nowhere around my stop loss of around minus 2.5%. Okay, so generally, if irrespective of ADX volume or moving average, okay, if I hit stop loss of around 22.5% to 3% of my portfolio, okay, not even portfolio, the funds which I'm using for this strategy, then I will exit. So you see that ADX volume and moving average and stop loss with respect to the funds which are used. So these are my criteria which I use. So let's see today, guys, if my decision of ADX will reward us or not. Based upon the gift nifty, I can see that it was a fake trend and it should again fall down. And like I mentioned in my past video, I'm maintaining the ratio spread for both Nifty and Bank Nifty. So it will be like this. Okay, so currently we are over here. Okay, if it falls down, then I think we will end up in profit. But my target will be again around 2.5 to 3% of uh, funds used. Okay, we have another one day left. Today is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday before we can close this position. All right. So I think that's it from my side, guys, for today. I hope you enjoyed the content, and if you're liking my content and video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you very much. See you in the evening today. Bye bye for now.